Hey everyone, in this video we're going to learn how to upgrade OpenAlgo to the latest version and what are the things a trader or a developer needs to take care when you are upgrading to the latest version of OpenAlgo, right? So first of all, I'm running already OpenAlgo here. So what I'm going to do is I'll go and get the OpenAlgo page. So here is my OpenAlgo is running at port 127.0.0.1:5000. And if you scroll down at the end, you will be seeing the version. My recent, current running version is 1.0.0.33, right? But however, recently we had updated 1.0.0.34, so which you can always see in the GitHub. So let me go to GitHub over here. So if you go to GitHub, right? So in the OpenAlgo GitHub page, so you'll be seeing the release section. The release section says 1.0.0.34, and that is the latest commit which has been pushed 39 minutes ago. If you want to get the latest commit, right, what you have to do is you have to follow certain set of procedures. So first thing first, I'm gonna break the application, right? I'm gonna do an backup. So you can go and take the backup copy of this DB folder, right? You can right click and you can go and get into an separate file explorer. Just zip this content, that should be more than enough. Just zip it to a simple zip file, that should be enough that will be doing the basic backup. Or you can also consider zipping up the entire OpenAlgo file folder also, right? So it's up to you how you want to do a backup. But the most important thing is the database. So once the database is backed up, so I want to do an git pull. So ensure that you are inside the OpenAlgo folder, right? And then you do a git pull. So git pull will be updating OpenAlgo to the latest version. However, at times we'll be having two more extra procedures you may have to do. One is updating the .env file, and another one is migrating the migrating to the latest. I would say like migrating to the latest version. So some database upgradation is what it is required. So which all those instructions you can find in the documentation section. So if you go to the documentation of OpenAlgo, so go to docs.openalgo.in. From here, scroll down, go to getting started. From here, the upgrade section. The procedure is more or less same. So we're done with the backup part. We're done with the git pull. And now what we're going to do is like we're going to copy the .sample.env, right? So before copying it, ensure that you are taking the backup copy of your API key and API secret key. So I'm going to go to .env file. From here, I'll ensure that I'll go and take the backup copy. You can see that this is my broker credential. Otherwise, I have to again go to the broker portal, copy it, pasting it over here. That's kind of a tedious one. So I'll put it in a notepad, right? So I'll take a notepad here and I'll paste the context. Later on, I'm going to use that, right? So now what we are going to do is we are going to go and copy the .sample.env to .env. Why this is required, I'll tell you, because sometimes we'll be having 1.0.3. Recently, I have to migrate to 1.0.4. Usually will not migrate, but only if there is more new features has been added, major features has been added, major upgradation will be added. Only then we'll be changing this 1.0.3 version. This version is all about the .env version, right? So I'm gonna copy .sample.env. And now you can see that it has been changed to 1.0.4, and the broker API key, API secret, and the redirect URL, everything need to be changed appropriately. So you have to go and paste the new values. Not just that, you also have to ensure that you're also changing the app key and also the API pepper key. Right, all those keys you have to ensure that you are changing it. So these two keys are pretty much important. Put some random key values, that should be more than enough, right? Or you can also execute this code in your command line, and you can try to get some random strings, right? For example, I'll show you. You can go and execute this random command. That will be giving you a random string, and you can copy and paste those values, right? So this is for security purpose, nothing else, but this is very much mandatory. So likewise, you can print such kind of token keys, and then you can replace these values as well as these values as well. Or if you can make your own random strings, you can keep it, right? So if you are running locally, this doesn't matter much, but if you are hosting in a public domain, like your own private domain or custom domains, then these keys are very, very important. You should ensure that you are already changing these keys as well. So these are mostly encrypting and hashing keys, very, very helpful in protecting and sensitive data, right? So sensitive data like your broker authentication, auth keys and everything. And once this is done, right, now we are good to go and do the database migration. So to do the database migration, we have like bunch of commands. You just have to copy this, and then you have to run this set of command that will ensure that you are upgrading to the latest OpenAlgo version. If you are using Python in if you are using a Python based virtual environment, you can use this. Or if you are like me, you are using an UV method, you should consider using an UV method. So UV method, you can find it over here. Let me copy it, and I can also run that. Both are same, but if you are using UV to run your Python application, you should consider UV. Or if you are using regular Python commands, then you should go with the regular Python commands. There are two methods which has been explained over there. Procedure is same, but when you run the application, and even before that, there is one more third criteria. Sometimes, very rarely, we will be updating new packages as well. So if you're having any new packages, you can go and install this. But if you are using UV, you don't require that. But sometimes if there is any libraries missing, if you are getting that kind of error, ensure that you're also upgrading you are installing the latest packages from the requirement.txt files. Or you can also consider, if you're using a Python method, if you're using pip install -r requirement.txt is what you have to use. And once everything is done, now finally you have to go and run. So Python app.py, if you are using a regular virtual environment, if you are using the UV method, which I am using UV method, which is the most faster way. So UV run app.py. So just go and run UV app.py. And you can see that now we will be seeing that 1.0.4. That means we are using the latest configuration, and that is very much essential. And the application is now running. Let me go and click on that application. So let's say I'll just copy this. I'll go back and run the application. Now if you scroll down, you will be seeing that you are at the latest version 1.0.0.34, and you should not get any error in the terminal logs, right? So in your terminal logs, when you are running your OpenAlgo application, you should not end up getting any error. So that is the right way to always update to the latest version, right? Maybe the procedure might be a little bit different if you are using Docker or Ubuntu. Maybe in later part in time, I'll try to publish a tutorial on how to upgrade if you are using a server, or how to upgrade if you are using a Docker version as well. So I hope that explains how to upgrade OpenAlgo to the latest version. More or less the procedure is similar for desktop and laptop kind of places. If you are running in your local places, then this is the procedure. Similar procedure in Ubuntu and Docker as well, but there are some small variations we need to take care. We'll see in the upcoming sessions. Thank you.